By combined measurement of weight and wingspan, the Andean condor is the largest flying bird in the world. It has a maximum wingspan of 3.3 meters, or 10 feet 10 inches. Hello, Philippe from Sinrumbo. I'm about to embark on another solo adventure in the Andes of Argentina. I will be driving an old trail up to a remote campsite at over 3,000 meters of altitude. I'm hoping to find condors and be able to film them from up close. Without further ado, let's get started. The trail begins just outside town. It first approaches the foothills, then it climbs steeply in tight switchbacks to an altitude of 3,000 meters, and after about 90 kilometers, it will reach the small mountain town of Uspallata. I will drive to the first high point and stop for the views, then on to the second high point at over 3,100 meters. There, I'll leave the main trail to finally reach the planned camping spot before dark. The weather's gorgeous. I was a little bit worried this morning because it was quite cloudy over the mountains, but it cleared up, and the forecast is great for the rest of the week, so it should be fine. This trail was first used by the local Indian tribes. Then the Incas improved it, this region being the southernmost reach of the Inca Trail. Later, the Spaniards improved this trail again to mine the area. It is now a provincial road, but is only drivable with a four-wheel drive. I've reached the first high point on the map, 3,000 meters, so completed all the switchbacks, and now the trail is more or less flat for the next little while until it will climb again, but it's not as long of a climb, and it will take me to 3,100 meters and very close to the place where I'm planning to camp. So just a breath of fresh air here, and just enjoying the view, which I'm going to show you. It's quite impressive from here. Beautiful place. So I've now reached the second high point, and over there between those two mountains is where I will camp for the night. So I'm reaching camp now. It's the end of the afternoon, about 6 o'clock. So this is where I'm gonna stay. It was so windy down there. It's windy here too, but it's not as bad. It's usually windy because we're almost on a summit and at fairly high altitude, so, and between two valleys. But it's a nice spot. That's where I like to be. Hopefully I'll see condors tomorrow morning on the cliff behind. Well, I'm not a very happy camper. At least I wasn't last night. I got here, it was so windy, and it was getting cold already, and I was just in shorts and t-shirt, so I needed to get to my box of clothes. But to get the box of clothes, which was under everything else, I had to move the mattresses to the front. In the front, I had all my camera gear, so I left the camera on the tripod for a bit outside. And basically, when I came back, I found the camera on the ground, and my main lens, my 18 to 200 millimeter lens, got smashed, and I'm just starting the trip. Anyways, this sort of thing happens, and it was windy like crazy all evening and into the night as well. It just gradually decreased, and this morning it's gorgeous. Like the colors are amazing, and beautiful morning. It was only plus 3 degrees Celsius in the truck this morning, so it must have been just around freezing at night. I'm gonna put things away in the truck so I can prepare breakfast. So if you camp in the bush like this, or anywhere for that matter, please pick up your garbage. I carry always recycled shopping bags or plastic bags, but you can use garbage bags or whatever you'd like. And just collect your garbage and bring it back home, or at least to a garbage bin somewhere on your way. If you leave stuff around, it flies away, it gets stuck in the thorny bushes, and it's just an eyesore for everyone. So good news, guys, I just spotted condors. Two earlier this morning, one in the distance here, but one overflew the cliff here. That gives me hope that later I'll be able to climb up there and film them. I'm gonna be hiking. I've got my big lens, camera, tripods. I'll try to share the hike up there with you guys, and hopefully I'll be successful. All right, so I just got to the top of Cerro Pelado. That's the name of this little summit. The view is gorgeous from up here. Let's see if we get lucky. All right, I've seen a few condors in flight. I'm not sure what the videos will look like. It's pretty tough. It's hard to see them coming, actually. They seem to follow another cliff over there, so you can't see them against the terrain, and suddenly they pop out of nowhere almost, and pretty tough job. But anyways, we'll see. It's freezing up here. It's very windy, and my hands are cold. So I think I'm gonna turn around and go back down and try again at some other time. All right, back at the truck. It's almost lunchtime, so I'm gonna change shoes and then prepare lunch. It's a little nicer here. It's windy, but not as cold windy as up there. Well, it's been very, very windy here. It hasn't stopped all night. Actually, it's much nicer now, but earlier this morning it was so windy I couldn't even have breakfast outside. So I decided to move. Basically, I'm ready. I had breakfast, so I'm gonna head to it's called the English hut. It's an abandoned hut that was built probably about 100 years ago, and it's down in a valley. I'm hoping that it will be nicer. I'll probably see guanacos and other wildlife down there. So I found a flat spot that I like here. The view's gorgeous. Like I'll show you later on the other side, the mountains with snow, like it's beautiful. I'm lower in altitude and more in a valley than up on the summit. So hopefully it will be nice. It's early, so I have some time to chill out and prepare lunch and just enjoy the place. There were guanacos in the area all afternoon, so I spent quite some time filming them. Guanacos are the same family as camels, that's the main family. Here in the area it's the same family as the llamas, vicuñas, and alpacas, which are famous for the wool. After breakfast, I decided to hike to what is left of the English hut. I was unable to find any information about it. So I will just hike to it and then explore and see what I can find. Unfortunately, without any maintenance, the materials have flown away or been burnt as firewood, and today not much is left of it. This is the morning of day 5 of my solo adventure. You can see the truck down there. This is the view I wake up to in the morning. You can see the snowy mountains in the distance. It's just gorgeous. So it's been a challenging trip. Because of the weather conditions, it's been colder and windier than I thought. It's the beginning of October, so early spring here in the southern hemisphere. It's been challenging with the photography and filming as well. Equipment that broke. I told you already about the lens of my Nikon DSLR, but challenges with the electronics basically. But it's been a wonderful week. It's always an amazing experience to be out in the desert, in the mountains, just solitude, silence for a week. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's not over yet. I still have to drive out and a few more things I want to show you. But I wanted to ask you to, of course, like and comment, but mostly let me know what you like to see in those videos. Is it the truck? Is it me camping? Is it nature? So please comment and let me know so that in future videos I can show you more of what you guys like to see. So I'm going to organize the truck so I can prepare and have breakfast. I will drive out later this morning. I'm planning to stop before reaching the town of Uspallata to have lunch. Once I'm in Uspallata, I'll get gas and then drive back home. I should mention that the town of Uspallata is interesting because that's where they filmed the movie 7 Years in Tibet with Brad Pitt. If you haven't watched it, even if you've seen it, it might be the opportunity to watch it again. Well, this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next video. Have a great day.